When government ministers open agricultural industry conferences, it's normally quite a pleasant and predictable affair.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Andrew, and thank you to Horticulture New Zealand.
But at this week's Horticulture NZ conference at the Ellerslie Events Centre in Auckland, it was anything but the norm. As Primary Industries Minister David Carter went toe-to-toe from the outset with the industry on the touchiest of subjects, biosecurity.
Why has 100% X-ray of all baggage been dropped when the total profiling system, including passenger X-ray images being received from Australia while the flight is in the air, is not actually happening? Why are there not detector dogs at all international airport arrivals? Why are we so confident that targeting and direct exit works when 90% success rate may not be good enough?
If your board continues what is an ill-informed crusade, it runs the risk of lowering the credibility of Horticulture New Zealand to government and to government departments. And ladies and gentlemen, that is not a risk that should be taken lightly.
Public criticisms by Hort NZ's leaders and articles in industry magazines lambasting our border biosecurity had clearly got on the minister's goat.
In this month's issues, clearly have an axe to grind with New Zealand's biosecurity system. Reporting industry concerns is one thing, but filling pages with every negative angle possible and affording little opportunity for response in reply is unbalanced reporting of the worst kind. And it is disappointing to me, especially when the government and I have taken every opportunity to work with your President and Chief Executives on these issues impacting your industry.
And Mr Carter was keen to defend his ministry's performance when it comes to biosecurity.
We have full passenger screening in place for our airports for all passengers except some New Zealanders and Australians travelling to New Zealand. And the reason we do that is because MPI research shows New Zealand or Australian travellers pose up to 9 times less risk than travellers from other parts of the world.
But not once during his defence of New Zealand's biosecurity did the minister mention the Sapir report. It was the independent report released just weeks ago which found when it came to the kiwi fruit industry there were multiple and serious failings in David Carter's own ministry when it came to the arrival of PSA.
It certainly showed multiple failings, but one of the biggest failings it demonstrated was that the industry and the ministry weren't working close enough together. In the case of PSA, they pointed to the fact that maybe it came in pollen, the industry was bringing in pollen, the science changed as to whether that pollen could be an entry path for PSA. If we can find a way to get the industry working more constructively with biosecurity, with the Ministry for Primary Industries, I think we'll get substantially better results.
But unlike the minister, the report didn't lay the blame for the PSA debacle solely with the kiwi fruit industry. It found that at Mr Carter's ministry there were major shortcomings relating to their import requirements and border processes. It found that the ministry's reaction to finding PSA here was substandard, that its development of import requirement standards were deficient, and that the ministry failed to react to the international outbreak of PSA. Further, the report said that the ministry let in forbidden kiwi fruit plant material from China. And it's clear that these findings have left other sectors spooked.
They've seen the impact on the grower, the kiwi fruit growers, they've seen the impact of psyllid on the potato growers. These pests are costing these industries millions of dollars a year. So naturally, other people are concerned about it and they're looking over and saying, this could be me, and am I going to be next?
Benedict Collins, Country 99 TV News.